Hello, I'm Margaret Farnsworth. Welcome to this instructional video. Aspire Fertility is pleased that you selected us to help you create your family. This video was developed with your safety in mind. Before you begin, be sure to have all of the following items: the Gonal F RFF Redi-ject Pen, one single-use disposable needle supplied with the pen, alcohol swabs, sterile gauze, Band-Aid, and a safety container. Take a moment to examine the pen and the medication. Remove the cap with the clip attached. The pen should be at room temperature and the medication in the pen should be clear. There should be no cracks in the plastic window, and there should be liquid in the reservoir. The liquid should be clear and colorless with no particles. Get another Redi-ject pen if there are cracks in the reservoir. There is no liquid or the liquid is not clear and colorless. Check the dose display in the Redi-ject pen. If there is any number other than 0 on the dose display, set the dose display to 0. To set the dose display, turn the dose knob in a counterclockwise direction until you see 0. With the pen cap off, clean the pen tip with an alcohol swab. Find a needle in the white cap. Peel off the seal from the outer needle cap. Hold the outer needle cap in one hand and the pen in your other hand. Place the needle on the end of the pen where you see the threads and screw the needle onto the pen in a counterclockwise direction until you cannot turn the needle anymore. Gently remove the outer needle cap and place on a clean, flat surface to use later. Leave the blue inner needle shield on the needle. Small air bubbles in the pen's reservoir do not need to be removed from the pen, but large air bubbles in the pen's reservoir must be removed. A large air bubble is a bubble that appears all the way across the top of the reservoir. If you do not see a large air bubble, you can proceed to selecting the correct dose of the Gonal F RFF Redi-ject. If you see a large air bubble, turn the dose knob in a clockwise direction until the dose display reads 25, meaning 25 IUs. Only use 25 IUs to remove air bubbles. Carefully remove the blue inner needle shield and throw it away. Do not recap the needle with the blue inner needle shield. With the needle pointing up, tap the reservoir with your finger to allow any large air bubbles to rise to the top. With the needle still pointing upward, slowly press the dose knob as far as it will go. Release the dose knob. Find the outer needle cap and place on a flat surface. Holding the pen in one hand, slip the needle into the outer needle cap without using your other hand. Using one hand, push the capped needle against the surface that is firm but not slippery. Push until you hear or feel a click. Turn the capped needle in a clockwise direction to unscrew the old capped needle from the pen. Discard the needle in your safety container and replace with a new capped needle to complete your injection. This process is done for your safety and to ensure you received the correct dosage. Turn the dose knob in a clockwise direction until your prescribed dose of Redi-ject shows in the dose display. Do not push or pull the dose knob while you turn it. If you pass your dose, simply turn the dose knob back to the correct dose. Confirm you have selected the correct dose by looking at the dose display on the pen in bright light, like by a sunlit window or under a lamp. The Gonal F Redi-ject pen is administered in the abdomen area only, unless instructed otherwise by your physician. Move the injection site a little bit after each injection to minimize pain and decrease the chance of a skin reaction. Make sure the dose on the dose display matches your prescribed dose. If the dose does not match your prescribed dose, adjust to the correct dose. Using an alcohol swab, clean the injection site and allow to air dry. Carefully remove the blue inner needle shield and throw it away. Do not recap the needle with the blue inner needle shield. Pinch the injection site between two fingers. With the other hand, insert the entire pen needle at a 90-degree angle straight into the skin. Release the pinch Press the injection button all the way in to be sure you have given yourself the full injection. Wait for 5 seconds before pulling the needle out of the skin. Pull out the pen needle and firmly press down on the injection site with a gauze pad. If necessary, apply a Band-Aid. Use the pen needle for 1 injection only. Now you need the outer needle cap that you saved earlier. To avoid a needle stick, use one hand to slide the needle into the cap until you hear or feel a click. The outer needle cap should now be attached to the pen and cover the needle. Grip the outer needle cap and use it to unscrew the needle from the Gonal F Redi-ject pen. Safely dispose of the outer needle cap with the used needle right away. If there is medication remaining in the Gonal F Redi-ject pen, put the pen cap back on the pen and store it in a safe place. It should be stored in the refrigerator, but be sure to never store the pen with a needle attached to it. If the Gonal F Redi-ject pen is empty, please dispose of it in your safety container. Why is this drug important? Gonal F contains the hormone FSH, used to help stimulate your ovaries to produce more eggs. This medication is usually used in combination with another hormone, HCG, to bring about the growth and release of a mature egg.